The Curse of Kuldhara. There is a place on the edge of the Thar Desert where silence speaks louder than the wind. A place where the sun casts long shadows through broken homes and twisted walls. The village is called Kuldhara, and its story has traveled through centuries like a whispered secret. Once a thriving community, it now lies abandoned, haunted not just by time but by a darkness deeper than history dares to tell. It was the 13th century when Kuldhara was founded by the Paliwal Brahmins, a community of scholars and traders renowned for their wisdom and advanced knowledge in agriculture and water conservation. Their engineering skills transformed the harsh desert into fertile land. Wells were dug deep into the earth, channels were carved to guide water, and fields bloomed where others saw only dust. Kuldhara and its neighboring villages became prosperous, quiet sanctuaries of culture, faith, and intellect, but wealth often draws the gaze of the corrupt. In the early 1800s, Salim Singh, the powerful and ruthless Diwan of Jaisalmer, turned his attention toward Kuldhara. Known for his cruel policies and unquenchable greed, he demanded heavy taxes from the Paliwals. When they resisted, he threatened their lands and their livelihoods, but it wasn't until his obsession turned personal that fear took root. He saw her one day, the daughter of the village chief. Her name is lost to time, but the stories say she was graceful, kind, and fiercely intelligent. Salim Singh demanded her hand in marriage. It was not a request, but a threat. The village elders knew refusing him meant punishment. He gave them a night to decide. What happened next defies logic. By morning, Kuldhara was empty. Not just the houses, but the temples, the markets, the wells. Everything was left behind. Pots of food still sat over cold fires. Clothes hung from wooden racks. A village that had thrived for centuries had vanished overnight. It wasn't just Kuldhara. According to legend, 84 surrounding villages were also abandoned. The people were never seen again. But before they left, the elders of Kuldhara placed a curse upon the land. A curse that no one would ever be able to live there again. That anyone who tried would be driven away by unseen forces. And for over 200 years, that curse has held strong. In modern times, Kuldhara has become a place of eerie fascination. Tourists walk its sandy paths, staring at stone walls half swallowed by the desert. The silence is unnatural. No birds call, no animals roam. People speak in hushed tones, as if afraid to wake something sleeping beneath the earth. Guards stationed at the site speak of strange sounds at night. Footsteps where no one walks. A child's laughter echoing through the ruins. One man claimed he saw a lantern floating in the dark, swaying gently, then vanishing as he approached. A group of engineers sent to restore a collapsed wall left the project halfway through, refusing to return after tools were mysteriously thrown. And one man claimed to see a woman standing on the roof, only for her to leap and disappear before she hit the ground. The most chilling account comes from a team of paranormal investigators from Delhi. In 2013, they entered Kuldhara with cameras, EMF meters, thermal scanners, and recorders. As night fell, they heard chanting in an ancient dialect. One member fainted, the EMF meters spiked violently, and their cameras recorded flickering lights moving unnaturally fast across the sand. They captured a single frame of a human-shaped shadow standing inside one of the collapsed homes. No one had entered. The next morning, they left the village. One of the investigators reportedly left the field entirely. He refused interviews and never spoke publicly about what he saw. Others in the group suffered insomnia and nightmares for months after. One claimed he would wake up each night at exactly 2:17 a.m., the time they first entered the heart of the village ruins. What truly happened to the people of Kuldhara? Historians speculate it could have been drought, rising taxes, or political fear. But none of those explain the complete and silent disappearance of thousands. None explain why no one has ever lived there again. None explain why the desert whispers at night. And even now, if you visit Kuldhara after sundown, some say you might see her. The girl who was never given a choice. A pale figure watching from behind the walls, still waiting, still mourning, still cursing the land that betrayed her. So when the wind picks up across the dunes and your skin turns cold despite the sun, remember, Kuldhara is more than a village. It is a memory that refuses to fade, a warning etched into the desert itself.